I'm Kevin Harnett, and right now on Secrets of Louisville Chefs, we're going Italian.
Everybody loves fried cheese.
Chef Fernando Martinez from Cena is joining us, and he's revealing the secrets to some of his favorite Italian classics.
Cheers.
Plus, Tim Laird is scooping up an adult ice cream drink with an Italian theme. All of that and more coming up next in front of this live studio audience on Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Kevin Harnett at Burger Barrel Foods in our kitchen studio. This is the show that takes you behind the scenes and into the minds of some of our city's great chefs so we can learn the secrets to making those same great dishes in the comforts of our own homes. And today, if you like Italian food, you're in luck because we have a chef who serves some of the best Italian in town. Usually, he's cooking in his kitchen at Cena in J-Town. But today, he's here with us in the Secrets of Louisville Chef's kitchen studio, ready to reveal the secrets to making some of his favorite dishes. Before we get to him, however, meet my co-host, Tim Laird. Wow, we got a great audience, a great chef, and you have a great recipe coming up too.
I do, kind of an Italian-themed dessert drink, so stay tuned for that.
Made with some ice cream.
It is your favorite ice cream, as a matter of fact.
I cannot wait to hear more on that, and I can't wait to hear more from our chef too.
I know, I'll tell you what, and I love Italian cooking, and here they are to reveal the secrets. It's a great day to be in Kitchen Studio because we have Fernando and Joseph showing us some secrets with Cena. Hey, Fernando, Joseph, welcome, good to see you all. And what I love about Cena, it really is kind of that romantic place. It's just so peaceful and quiet and fun, and it's just a great place. I mean, you're transformed to Italy just by the space alone. So, incredible place.
People are really surprised when they take the elevator. They go through a mussel and burger bar and take the elevator, and they buy. A mussel and burger is completely different than
a whole different experience. That's right. By the way, that's true because Cena is below
mussel and
burger bar, and then. But you're right. It's a whole nother world. It's like when the door opens up. It's like wow.
I love it when I go for a mussel and burger and then I go to Cena. It's like relax. Totally, even in the kitchens, it's a whole different, vibe and
it really is. The menu is very traditional Italian, and you also put some new twists to things too as well.
We love to do classics, but sometimes we like to play a little bit with tradition. The first dish that we're doing, it's one of those ideas. In Italy they do a lot of fritos. They do it with vegetables or seafood, and they bread. Stuff and fry it, and they call it frito. So I love fried cheese. I think a lot of people do. So we did goat cheese frito. So we do little goat cheese balls. We bread them, fry them. A little sage pesto, truffle honey. It's really good. Yeah, we're doing that today.
Excellent. Okay. So I guess where do you want to start?
Joe is going to start with the frying the goat cheese.
Okay.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and start doing our pesto right here. And this is a really simple pesto. We do Parmesan cheese, sage, olive oil, pine nuts, nice. A little parsley for the color.
I was going to say that is a bright.
Yeah, it's really.
Pesto. Sometimes the pestos aren't that bright. But
we try to do it. We try to do it fresh, every day.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you, everything's fresh because you go through a lot of food. So
yeah, we're busy, and that that helps with keeping the quality and the freshness of the ingredients. So now when the goat cheese is done, we set it on top of the pesto, finish it with a little bit of truffle honey that we have. You can see the chopped truffles that we have inside, a little pine nuts and a little fried sage. And
so the truffle, you actually have a truffle in there, and that's giving the flavor.
We get whole truffles and we chop them and mix them with the honey, and it's
that's
really
expensive honey.
It is. That's why we only do a little bit of it.
No, that's great. And for Cena, can we make reservations ahead of time?
Yes. Cena, we take reservations. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 5 to 10, or until we have the last customer. And I think we have one of the best deals in town. Our menu, everything is under $20. So
that's great to know. That's
really
wow.
you know, we know that we're in a basement. We're hard to find, so we had to, you know, give people a reason to drive to J-Town, go in the basement, and eat. But I think, you know,
I mean, the way you say, and we're in the basement, it's a beautiful.
it is, but you know, it's hard to find.
And what a deal! I mean, that is great.
Yeah.
And again, I'm glad you're doing individual portions because I don't like to share. So that.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, here they are.
So here they are, you know,
They look
nice and brown. You know, we simply set them like this on top of our, you know, little pesto.
I can just imagine. Can you just imagine just biting into that nice gooey?
In about 1 minute.
Right.
And then,
The honey
you
truffle.
know, we do a little
man.
of the truffle honey,
Gosh,
little pine nuts,
more pine nuts in there.
a little fried sage,
Now that was fried sage.
On the bottom.
All right, honey.
a little
Here, Kevin.
a little Maldon salt, and I love to use Maldon salt because it gives you, you know, a little salty bite. You know, fresh pepper. I like to finish, you know, most of my food with, you know, fresh pepper, and you know, there you go. Really,
Wow, that
really
is-
simple.
Oh,
Go to
man.
freedom.
There might be a fight over this one.
This is 1, 2, 3.
But you said you didn't share.
Yeah, I know, I don't.
It's funny because at the restaurant, every table that we get, they get a goat cheese free. Every table that goes to a restaurant, we get a goat cheese free.
Now,
So
let me ask-
when one table doesn't order, and we go like, oh, you know, they're probably allergic to cheese. Everybody loves fried cheese.
If you don't have a deep fryer at home,
You can do a little, you know, a little pot like this. You know, have a, you know, little thermometer and, you know, 350 olive oil or, you know, simple vegetable oil, and
That's great. You know, we could put a stick in that and sell them at the fair.
there you go.
fry them a second time. Double fry. Listen, we're going to take a quick break, but tasting is believing. So a studio audience member, along with Tim and I, going to take a taste coming up. Plus, Tim Laird, you're creating a new cocktail with a little comfy cow ice cream.
I am a little Italian flavor called the Nutty Italian.
I can't wait to see that and taste that too. It's coming up if you'll stick around with us on Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Welcome back to Secrets of Louisville Chefs. I'm Kevin Harnett alongside my co-host Tim Laird. This is a fun show,
Oh
isn't
yeah,
it?
I tell you what, we couldn't let just one guest audience taste this. We both needed to get in here too.
And we're going to taste it with you. This is Ken. Let me introduce everybody to Ken. He's from Elizabethtown. We're glad to have you at our show today.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, you get a lucky chance, as Tim and I do as well, to take a taste. In the commercial break, we were talking about what goes into making these. They're not all that difficult to
No,
make.
absolutely not. I mean, the goat cheese in the center, a little breading on the outside, and it's beautiful pesto, some pine nuts. But the killer is that truffle honey that was glazed
Yeah.
on top and a little fried sage.
If the audience members were asking what's it breaded in, it's just the panko crust.
Right,
That's easy with a
exactly.
little sage and basil that's
That's
chopped
it.
up in it. So, you want to take a taste?
Sure.
You be the
Waiting on this
judge.
one.
We're curious to see what you say, and then we're going to dive in right behind you. Yeah?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's
Yeah?
good. That's good enough for me. I'm going in on this one.
I don't believe you.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Well, don't talk with your mouth full.
Fernando was telling us that almost every table orders these, so I can see why. This is when you go there, you've got to try this.
If you go to Cena, is that something you'd order?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ken, thank you for being here today. We
Thank you.
appreciate all of our
Thank you,
audience here.
Absolutely. So that
Tim,
was
here, you don't want to leave this with us. You'll want that, right?
absolutely. All right. Well,
Now we're kind of transitioning
right.
from that. We still have more great things to come from Fernando
We
and
do.
Joseph, but first, you have something that is speaking to me right now.
exactly. I call this the Nutty Italian.
Is that maybe that explains it?
It's because it has the Comfy Cow maple Vermont or Vermont maple nut ice cream, which is delicious. One of your favorites.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they know me very well. They know exactly. That's my go-to.
So I start out about 4 ounces of that, which is wonderful, and I'll tell you what, it is delicious, as you know. And then I'm going to add about ounce and a half to 2 ounces of Tuaca Italian liqueur. So it's going to have some vanilla flavors to it. So this is where the Italian comes in.
Now, that's not a
And,
bourbon. It's not a brandy. It's not a.
No, it's a liqueur.
Yeah.
So it's really delicious,
Totally different.
chilled or in baking or whatever you want to do. It's just absolutely delicious. So that goes in, and we're going to give this a little stir. This is what I love about these cocktails. Just 2 ingredients is plenty because I'll tell you, there's so much flavor in the Vermont maple nut ice cream already. So you don't need to do a lot. Just a quick stir on that, Kevin, and I'll pour you a little.
They have great ice creams. I mean, any
love
kind of flavor. They have the bourbon ball. They have just the basics, chocolate and strawberry.
I figured you'd go for the bourbon ball too.
Well, had that. You've made a drink out of that too, I think.
And it has Old Forester in the bourbon ball ice cream, so I thought, well, I could always add more. But anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Let's see how we did on
The nutty Italian.
Wow. I tell you what, and that just that wonderful nut and maple flavor comes out. The Tawaka adds a little vanilla characteristic to it. How is that?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Oh, I better put this
This
down
is
because I'm going to stay here all
so
day.
good. In fact, you probably don't like it.
I know it's in good hands. So it
That is so good,
No, it
Tim.
is. It
that really is.
It
That
well, you're right.
that could get dangerous.
That is very dangerous.
fact-
Well, we got to get cooking.
Yeah, let's do that. That's fantastic, Tim. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Tim,
All
now
right.
you know the secrets. Easy.
All right, we're going to bring
Let's do it.
Fernando back. Come on back, gang. I'll tell you what, and they really like the cheese balls. Did you see that?
Awesome, awesome.
Now what are we going to do, Fernando? All
It's
right.
it's called lonza de maile. It's a boneless pork chop
Oh, very good.
that we wrapped in. We stuffed it with smoked mozzarella, and we wrapped it in prosciutto.
Nice.
You know, we're gonna simply.
That's certainly Italian. Just with the cheese and then the prosciutto. I love it.
We're gonna use a little bit of butter here to start.
There's the secret right there. A little bit of like a brick of butter goes
We're just gonna use a
in.
little.
Okay, just a little. That looks good.
And you know, we're gonna do this at high heat. We wanna brown our, prosciutto, and then we go into the oven.
To finish off.
Yeah, season it a little bit. We sear the pork chop before we wrap it. When you sear meat, something happens. It's called the Maillard reaction. You change the molecular structure of the meat, so that's what gives it flavor. You know, that's the difference between a good sear steak or a good sear piece of meat and one that it's barely seared. That's So we sear it before we wrap it. Open a hole in the middle of the pork chop, stuff it with the smoked mozzarella, and then use the prosciutto to wrap it. A little plastic wrap, put it in the fridge for a little bit, and then you're ready to go. We serve this with polenta. We have a little bit of polenta here that we've been heating up a little bit. So we're gonna
There we go. Yeah, look at that.
grab a little bit of this, really creamy.
I was gonna say, look how beautiful the color is on
We,
this thing. It's nice and creamy, that yellow texture, and I can smell there's a little butter in there too, isn't there?
Just a little. We use Parmesan
Beautiful
cheese.
gold color. Now I know the secret.
Parmesan cheese, a little mascarpone to finish it. The best way to cook polenta is we cook it with chicken stock and a little bit of milk, heat it, add our polenta, whisk it in,
Okay.
and then you simmer it really slow, and then you finish it with the cheese, the cream, the little butter, and that makes it.
And that's where you get that beautiful creamy
Silky
texture. and
texture,
silky,
yeah.
and just, oh.
I love polenta. I can eat polenta every
I
day.
love polenta, but sometimes it can be too dry. And that was the secret to making this nice and creamy. And
A little, mascarpone cheese or a little ricotta cheese,
like the
Parmesan
mascarpone
cheese.
idea. That's
It makes it
along with the other
nice
cheese.
and creamy, yeah. We're gonna do a little fresh pepper right here.
That's great.
Just season up polenta a little bit.
And I love this. This is crisping up that prosciutto on the outside.
You
too,
know,
and that
this pork, we sous vide the pork before, and what sous vide is, we vacuum seal it, and it's basically a water bath that you can control to the exact temperature that you want the pork to cook. This is why, we only have to sear it, heat it in the oven, and it's ready. At home, if you do this, set up your oven like around 325, so you have time to crispy the prosciutto while the pork inside is cooking. We do it at the restaurant because that helps with the cooking times. All the proteins are, sous vide. What we do is we vacuum seal the, whatever we're cooking. Set the water bath at the temperature that we want it for the time that we want it. Throw it in there. When it's done, we cool it. Keep it in the in the cooler at the restaurant, and then
And it's a precise temperature.
you know
It comes out to
normally
exactly what
normally
the
this
temperature
would
you want.
take 20-25 minutes to cook it all the way in the oven. With this, it's a 10-15 minute pickup, because all you're doing is searing and reheating, and you're ready to go.
Ready to go. Excellent.
So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into the oven for like 2-3 minutes to
Okay.
finish reheating the pork chop in the center, and we should be ready to go.
Very good, Kevin.
We're going to take a quick break, but we have the rest of the plating up to come, so the best part yet to be seen right here on Secrets of Louisville Chefs. Don't go away. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Kitchen Studio. I'm Kevin Harnett with more Secrets of Louisville Chefs. You've been watching the amazing work of Chef Fernando Martinez and Joseph from Cena Restaurant out off in J-Town. What a great show it's been, where we've learned how to make the fantastic cheese balls. And now we're well on our way to just about plating up this delicious pork chop that's stuffed with cheese as well.
And now for a side here, what do we have going on
We're
here?
doing green beans, and we do a brown butter sage that we use.
All the flavors coming out of here. So it's brown, but so tell me about the...
Brown butter is really easy to make. You get regular butter, you put it in a pot.
Okay.
And you cook it really, really slow until the solids on the butter starts burning a little bit, and that gives it an added flavor. And you can flavor it with thyme, sage. And what we do is we cook our green beans in that butter, but we use it to top the pork chop also.
Wow, it's a double purpose.
Yeah, and I think we're ready to start plating. Pork chop is nice and crispy.
That looks great.
So we're gonna start with the polenta.
That's our base.
And we keep it really simple. Italian cuisine is not supposed to be, complicated.
It's just flavor. With just a few ingredients and very, very flavorful.
The beauty about Italian cuisine is that, as chefs, we say that you have no place to hide. The simple ingredients, good olive oil, good prosciutto, you have, good polenta.
Good butter.
Yeah, and olive oil.
That
So we
smells
do-
so good, I'll tell you.
We do a little bit of
You may smell
the,
that on all that sage butter.
little bit of the
Oh,
green
my
beans.
God.
We're gonna top our, beautifully crispy pork chop. And again, cooking, it's all about, balancing flavors.
Right.
And we get dry mission figs, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of mustard seeds, some other spices. You cook the figs until they reconstitute, and then you blend them. And, you got a little, marmalade, mostarda, however you want to call it.
A lot more flavor going on, and so that's going to add a little fig and a little bit of sweet. So the sweetness comes out with a little savory in there.
Yeah, it's all about, then we get a little bit of the sage brown butter.
Oh yeah.
Why not?
Oh
And we do one little fried sage, and there you go. That's it.
wow, that
That's
is
the,
unbelievable. Just one more reason to go to Cena. Again, it's below Muscle and Burger
Muscle and
Bar,
Burger Bar.
right? You just
9200 Taylorsville Road.
wonderful things happen in Cena. You got to go check it out. And again, as you said, the price is right too for that
Yeah.
beautiful place. Great cooking, all delicious. What do you think,
Oh,
Kevin?
I think it's almost time to take a taste of that. And I think if folks at home are looking how to make it, you can find that recipe on our website at New Local TV, or better yet, just go out to Cena and try it yourself.
Yes,
What do you
that's
say?
the secret.
Joseph, thank you for being here.
Joseph,
Fernando, thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate you all sharing the secrets. For Tim Laird, I'm Kevin Harnett. Again, if you're looking for those recipes, find them on our website, newlocaltv.com. We'll see you next time on Secrets of Louisville Chefs.